Hey guys, so today is Saturday, March 16th, 2024. I'm at the nursing home right now. I'm recording this from there. I'm almost speechless. So when I went out of the apartment this morning, I left through the back alley. And there was a white car waiting there, right? And as soon as I started walking toward, the direction where I go, the car started driving in the other direction. And I didn't recognize this car. I don't believe that I had seen it before. I mean, there are a lot of white cars around, but I don't believe I'd seen this particular one before. As they drove by, though, I looked in and I recognized the guy in the car. I've seen him before. And not even around that building, not around that area. I've seen him in other areas. So I kept walking, and there was another guy coming, and he was walking toward me, and he was walking a dog right in the alley. And we passed each other, and then he stopped right by the building where I lived and took out his cell phone, and he was doing something, and then he walked on past it. Okay. So I got on the train, right? I walked to the train, I got on the train, and as soon as I got on, the directed conversation started. There were these two guys. They were white, dark hair, probably Eastern European, They were having a conversation, and the conversation was that one guy said to the other that he found the nursing home where she is, and they moved in. And then they started talking about sneaking around and sneaking in and getting fake IDs. This was meant to frighten me. It was meant to drive me to a rage, but more importantly, it was meant to drive me to violence right there. They're speeding this up now. They're intensifying it. They want extreme acts of violence. And the thing is, I don't know whether those useless pieces of garbage dump lackey bitch shit on the train actually understood what they were saying. Do they know my situation? Do they even know any of the targets they're sent after, right? Or were they just told to say something and they're just repeating what they're told to say without understanding the context, right? Do they understand what that actually means to me? Because, at the nursing home a while back, I even had to tell them to be careful because because things were going on. I was tracked down. I didn't explain the whole gang stalking part because that would make me sound crazy. But I did explain that there was a threat and they needed to be careful. They needed to make sure no one got in who wasn't authorized. And I was worried about people moving stuff in. I even said, someone could move in, right? Just to gain access. I even said that here. So the conversation these two guys had was a direct reference to my worst fears. What they want is violence. And I don't know if these idiot lackeys that are sent understand what they're saying, if they understand the context, or if they're just repeating what they're told to say. But I will say this. We are coming to the end of this. This can't go on. And they know this is going to end. And to the lackeys, to the perpetrators who think it might be fun to join in a group and fuck with people. Listen, you don't know where those people are in their life. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know where their headspace is. You don't know what's being done to them. Probably you have not been given all the information. So even if you are just told to go and make some stupid, silly comment, you don't know how that references their lives and what it actually means. But the psychopaths who hired you do. Not only are you helping to terrorize and torture the targets, you're risking serious injury or death for yourself. Because in the end, your lives are garbage to the psychopaths who hired you. This is not about you. They hired you because you're stupid, you're gullible, you'll believe anything you're told as long as it helps you justify what you want to do. You enjoy being in a group, don't you? In a group against one. Hunting, stalking, terrorizing. It makes you feel good, and you're probably getting paid. And you're going to tell yourself whatever lie is necessary in order to justify doing that, and you're going to believe whatever lie they give you. to make it okay in your head. This isn't about you. You're disposable. This is about the psychopaths who hired you and their chosen targets. That is all. You're just the useful idiots being used to destroy the targets, for the psychopaths to play with their targets, to fuck with their targets. That's all you are. So, if you are ever hired to join a group and go around and mess with people, make certain comments, make certain gestures, follow people around, track them, send their whereabouts to someone else so that someone else can keep tracking them. You are endangering people's lives, including your own. I would suggest just don't.